We will go over tables and modules in this lesson. Tables are the only container type in Lua. They're associative arrays, which means that they store a set of key-value pairs. To define an empty table called T, you do T equals open and close braces. Now let's try coding with tables. Create a new file. Make a blank table with the name device. On the next line, write device, then in between brackets, put name in quotation marks, an equal sign, and Northgate in quotation marks. What we're doing is we're passing name with the value Northgate to the table name device. When you print and execute device name, it shows Northgate. That is the value of name. Let's try printing device, which represents the table. If we print just the device, we receive table, colon, and a hexadecimal number. You can think of the number as a unique ID of the table, but that number is of no use for us. We need contents of the table. We'll learn how to do this later. First, let's learn about how we use table as arrays. The table type implements an associative array. An associative array is an array that can be indexed not only with the numbers, but also with strings or any other values of the language except no. Make a new file and declare empty table named config. Let's initialize this table by passing three string values, 1, 2, and 3. Next, we need to access these values. Let's print config with a value 1 inside the brackets. Remember that Lua starts counting from 1. When we execute the code, we receive 1 as our output. Let's try printing the second and third value as well. Write the same print statement as config1, but with numbers 2 and 3. When we execute the program, we get 1, 2, and 3 in the output console. This is how we use a table as an array. The final concept we'll cover before we actually program IoT is the module. Let's implement the module. First, we need to make two new files, main.lua and module.lua. There are many ways to define module in Lua. General approach is to define it from the table. In the module.lua file, declare a local table called config and return it. Next, let's declare a global variable called name and give it a string IoT4e. We have divided a table and a variable. To make this variable as a part of the module, we have to add the name of the table in front of the variable, followed by a dot. To save this function, we can either click the execute button or click the save icon on the top left. In main.lua, we'll import the module. To do this, write require, open parenthesis, and inside quotation marks, module, then close parenthesis. We don't need to add its extension name because we're returning the module here in the module.lua. Then we can assign the module to a variable k and print k.name on the next line. By doing so, k is representing the module, and name is defined in the module.lua. Now let's execute the main.lua. You will get IoT4e, which is the value of the variable name in module.lua file. As we did with the variable, let's do the same with the function. On module.lua, create a function named sayHi. In programming, spaces are not allowed in naming. Instead of a space, you put an underscore or capitalize the first word after the space and get rid of the space. Also, it is a convention to begin a name with a lowercase letter. Inside the function, print welcome to IoT4e. Then we make this function as part of the module by putting config dot in front of the name of the function, in this case in front of sayHi. In the main.lua, we can call the function by writing k.sayHi open and close parentheses. When we execute the code, we get welcome to IoT4e. Last but not least, we can change the variable k to a local variable. When we run the program, the result remains the same. We only use the variable k in main.lua, so it did not matter whether it is local or a global variable. All the concepts and topics we went over in this course are just the basics, but this is all we need to get started on programming IoT. If you want to learn more about Lua, visit their website, lua.org. This is the end of the Lua programming tutorial. If you have any questions, please let us know on the Q&A board. Thank you.